Overthinking doesn't shout. It creeps in quietly. One thought becomes two, two become 10, and suddenly you're caught in a spiral that feels endless. It begins with something small. A decision. A conversation. A plan. But instead of moving forward, the mind circles back. Again. Again. Until the loop feels heavier than the thing itself. Here's the conflict. You want clarity. You want certainty. But the more you think, the less certain you feel. Each thought creates another question. Each question creates another worry. And the loop tightens. There's a fatigue that comes with it. Not the kind you can measure, but the kind you feel deep inside. Your body is still, but your mind is restless. You lie awake, replaying words, imagining outcomes, searching for answers that never arrive. And slowly, the exhaustion spreads. You feel drained before the day even begins. You feel frozen, unable to act. The weight of endless doubt presses down, and even simple choices feel overwhelming. Sometimes you tell yourself it's responsibility. I'm being thorough. I'm just careful. But beneath that, it's fear. Fear of making the wrong move. Fear of regret. Fear of stepping into uncertainty. And fear, when disguised as caution, becomes paralysis. Overthinking feels like control. You believe you're preparing. You believe you're protecting yourself. But in reality, you're stuck in hesitation. The brain confuses thinking with action. And action never arrives. The cost is subtle but constant. Energy drains. Focus scatters. Emotions freeze. You laugh, you distract yourself, but deep down, the loop continues. And the loop shapes your mood, your confidence, your sense of self. There's a strange paradox here. The more you think, the less you move. The less you move, the more you think. And the cycle feeds itself, until you're trapped in a cage built entirely by your own mind. What shifts this is not force. Not a rigid plan. But awareness. The moment you notice the loop, you see it clearly. You realize the heaviness isn't from the decision itself, but from the endless circling around it. And in that awareness, a pause appears. A breath. A space where you can choose differently. Not perfectly. Not without risk. Just differently. Overthinking tries to erase uncertainty. But uncertainty is part of life. No decision is flawless. No choice is safe forever. You're not weak for overthinking. You're human. Living with a brain that craves certainty in a world that rarely provides it. The challenge is not to silence doubt, but to move gently, even while doubt remains. And when you do, the loop begins to loosen. Not suddenly. Not dramatically. But quietly. Like a knot that finally starts to untangle.